Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video. It's based around, it's two parts, based around the new Deskbots. Currently we have two Deskbots released in the TCG, so that's number 1 and number 2, so the two you see here. The third one is Deskbot number 3, and he's the new one from the Secrets of Evolution, so the new set. And here's also the better one, so let's take a quick look at all the three cards. The three cards from the Archetype. I think the three monsters are pretty much the only cards released or known from the Archetype. So let's take a quick look. It's an OTK, as you will see in the Duel videos. It's fairly easy to pull off, although there's of course a chance of you having brick hands, so very terrible opening hands. That's always possible, of course. The first one, is of course number 3, which is the new one. And when he is normal summoned, all of your Deskbots have a very low attack, so pretty much only 500. But that's not important. Let's take a look at number 3. When he is normal summoned, you can special summon one Deskbot monster from your deck, and most of the time you'll be special summoning number 2 from your deck, because when number 2 is special summoned, you can add one Deskbot monster from your deck to your hand. So most of the time you'll be searching out number 3 again, or number 1, depending the situation. And Deskbot number 3 second effect is that when it's on the field, you can target one Deskbot monster you control, and until the end of this turn it gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot card you control. So you can easily bounce up the attack of your Deskbot monsters to like 3k or 4k attack. Thanks to Deskbot number 3, thanks to machine duplication, thanks to Infernal Record Summon, and so on. Then the other two, so number 1 and number 2, are the ones you really don't want to draw. You'd rather want to search them out, thanks to your Deskbot number 3, and so on. So that's why I'm only playing 2 number 1s. So as I said, when number 2 is special summoned, you can search out a Deskbot monster from your deck and add it to your hand. And when it's on the field, all your machine type monsters gain 500 attack. And then the last one is number 1. Number 1 is a level 1 tuner, so you can go for a synchro summon. It's possible, go for Natura Beast and so on. But its second effect is most important, is that when it's in your grave, and when there are 2 machine type monsters special summoned, you can special summon your number 1 from your grave. So it's a nice combination with machine duplication or Infernal Reckless Summon. And like both the other 2 Deskbots, number 1 gains attack. It gains 500 attack and defense for each machine type monster you control. So it's pretty much the same. They all 3 have a very low attack, but thanks to their effects, you can quickly boost them up to like 3 or 4k attack, as you'll see in the videos. Let's see some duels. Okay, so the first duel, a few test duels of today against Clive Forts. Yet both videos, so part 1 and part 2, will be very short, since the deck isn't really hard to play. It's very straightforward. We only have 3 cards from the Archetype that are known at this moment, so it's not good to drag out the videos and discuss. It's always the same. So that's why a 2-parter, very short, because as I said, it's pretty standard. So normal summon gear frame, I'm playing both a small gear engine, so both auger and accelerator, to go for an instant, what's it called, Gear Gigant X, and Gear Gigant X can search out your Deskbot number 3, so it's actually consistent, it's not bad. And of course I'm also playing the Machina engine with both gear frames and both fortresses, since Fortress is of course a very good card, as you will see, and it also sets up your grave, because as I said, you really want to have your number 1, Deskbot number 1, as fast as possible in your grave, as you will see. And this will be the combo, so most of the time you'll be normal summoning your Deskbot number 3, it will trigger, so you special summon number 2 from your deck. Number 2 activate, so you can search out again Deskbot number 3 from your deck, and now you can activate duplication, so it's either duplication or Infernal Reckless Summon, and then special summon the other 2 from your deck. They both will trigger, since they are special summons, so you can search out more machine types from your deck and add them to your hand, so more Deskbots. And because I special summon 2, I can special summon number 1 from my grave. And as you see, it already boosts up to, I believe, 4k attack. And yeah, thanks to number 3, it also has an effect that you can activate in the damage tab. You can boost up your Deskbot monsters with multiple, yeah, with more attack, depending on the amount of machine types. So yeah, the amount of Deskbot monsters you control. And that's a nice OTK right there. So you see, you pretty much only need 3 cards. It's your Deskbot number 3, which you can search out with Gear Guidance, so it's relatively easy to get. And of course, Infernal Reckless Summon or Machine Duplication, so both are fine. And of course, your number 1 setup in the grave. So that's also one of the reasons why you're playing Wing Blast, since it's a very versatile card. You can hit both monsters and back row, and with back row I mean like cards like Skill Drain, Vanity's Emptiness, and so on. So it's kind of an important card. Yeah, we knew he had a skill drain, but I think going for the Archetype was my only option because I have the Trap Stun set, and as soon as he's going to as soon as he enters his battle phase, I can activate my Archetype's effect and then chain the Trap Stun. Since he has the both tools set up, he had an amazing opening hand. Yeah, and with the, what is it called? The genome. It's its OCG name, but I can't remember its TCG name. Is it Helix? I'm not sure. He can destroy his own tools. So on the attack, I'm going to activate Archetype's effect and chain the Trap Stun. So everything on the field is destroyed. Maybe I should have kept my Wing Blast in the hand, but then again, it didn't really matter since he pretty much, again, as we can see, he has a pendulum scale setup with both tool and disc in hand. And yeah, here is one of the downsides the deck has. You really don't want to draw into your dead Deskbot monsters. So the amount of break hands is quite... It's possible to get break hands. And also one of the downsides the deck has is that your Deskbot monsters are very low level, so you can't really use them to discard them for your fortress in the grave, or yeah, you have to discard like 3 or 4 Deskbots from your hand, since they're like level 1 or 2. Anyway, go for the first turn Gear Gigant with both accelerators. It's not a perfect move, but with the fortress in hand, the duplication, it seemed like the better move because I can search out my number 3, Deskbot number 3 from my deck and set a Trap Stun, so it's pretty decent. He searches out his tool. He has also a very decent opening hand. Search out the Augur just in case. Flip over the Trap Stun because I don't want to get warninged. Normal summon my Deskbot Deskbot number 3 and go for double fortress since I need to get over his monster because of the sacrifice. I can't destroy that battle, and that clears the way to special summon 2 number 2s from my deck. Yet this is also important if you, that's maybe one of the downsides of a fortress. Yes, you can discard your number 1 to the grave, but yeah, you will special summon your fortress from the grave, and thus you won't have a free spot on the moment when you special summon 2 machine type monsters, and you can't special summon your number 1 from your grave. So that's kind of downside, but then again, Fortress on its own is a very nice beatstick, so good game. He gets to start and opens with kinda terrible. It's not terrible, but it of course can be better. I think his set is a skill drain. I'm not sure. So I'm going to normal summon my gear frame, try to activate its effect to search out the fortress. Yeah, the other play was to normal summon my augur, obviously, to search out an accelerator. Yeah, also have the duplication in hand, but you really don't want to activate your duplication on the augur. Yeah, you obviously want to keep your duplication for your Deskbots, right, to get them on the field and yeah, go ham against your opponent. I think I'm going to survive. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to survive, since that's normally not enough. I think he can set up his pendulum scale though. Yeah, special summon the disc from the grave, and I think, yeah, I have a compulsory set, but I'm going to survive with like 400 life points, so I'm going to keep that compulsory in hand. Yeah, indeed, I'm going to survive with 400 life points, and no back row, so that's perfect. I don't think that I have a number 1 setup in my grave. No, so I'm going to normal summon number 3. Special summon number 2 from the deck activates effect to search out number 1. I can set up number 1 in my grave, so special summon both fortresses. Really make... Yeah, go for the Draco Sec, which is not really needed. But yeah, go ham, special summon 2 number 2s from the deck. And because I special summoned 2 machine types, I can special summon number 1 from the grave. And it will immediately get a boost to, I think, 4k, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4.5k. I think, and then activate number 3's effect to boost it up even more, and that's enough to attack for game. So GG. So that was part 1. I think, yeah, the deck, the archetype should be clear. I think very straightforward, not too difficult to play with. These were just a few matches. Now, of course, Glyforts are a much more consistent deck. They are much better because, as I said before, the amount of brick hands you can have with Deskbot is, of course, yeah, it's very likely to brick due to that Deskbots you really don't want to draw. Anyway, yeah, check in for wait for part 2. Check in for part 2, which will be uploaded later. Yeah, which I'll discuss more of the side deck. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Liam signing out. Peace.